Hello, sweetheart. I love you. I know you told me not to call you at work, but you really should be on your lunch break right about now. And that's like a break at work. So it doesn't really count, right? So that means I can call you, and that's why I did call you. I know this is 5 minutes before you would usually take your lunch break, but don't worry. I know you're taking it 5 minutes early because I looked at your tracker and you moved into the lunchroom already. So don't worry. You don't have to explain yourself to me. And that's a good thing, actually, that you don't have to explain yourself to me. Because I'm sure that would make it hard for you to eat and enjoy your food. So, you know what? You don't have to talk. Just focus on eating and chewing your food. I love hearing your voice, but I also love hearing you chew as well, so it's not a problem. After all, I love all your sounds, from your breathing to your heartbeat. And it's just better this way, don't you think? You can focus on eating your food, and I can focus on talking to you. Which is good because I love talking to you. Because I love you. I just wish I could kiss you through the phone. Maybe cuddle you a bit too. I know we're still talking at this very moment. Well, I'm still talking to you at this very moment. But what I'm trying to say is it's so lonely here without you. Here, physically, in my robe. Well, okay, maybe not in my robe. I know we had that discussion already, and the therapist said I need to dial things back a bit if I want to maintain this relationship, as well as a clean criminal record. Good therapist, by the way. They really do take that confidentiality to heart. But I've really been so lonely without you here. I just want your arms around me. And maybe a head pat, or 2, or 98. I love you, and I miss you. I know I'm talking to you at this very moment, but I really, really love you, and I really miss you. And I'm so bored without you. I've run out of things to do. I've been playing with my doll of you. But it's just not the same. There's only so many times I can play out our future wedding with it. I've played out all the different scenarios, from wedding in a church, to one on a cruise ship, to one on the grave of the person who hit you. You name it. There's a lot of different scenarios we can take our wedding, so that should tell you how many times I've pretended with your doll. And you know I love you, so I was thinking of different pet names I could call you. I thought maybe you'd like it, and think it was sweet if I changed things up and started using different pet names for you frequently. That's why I bought a notebook and started brainstorming different pet names like darling, honey, sweetie, precious, dear, love, sugar, even old people ones like honey bunch. I think I ran out of pet names in the English language, actually. So that gave me an idea. What if I used pet names from different languages? Isn't that pretty neat? So I was looking up pet names in a bunch of different languages, and the short version of it is that I can now say sweetheart in 75 different languages. With proper pronunciation, obviously, because I'd never do anything half-heartedly if it's for you. Well, I think it's proper pronunciation, but I can't really get a native speaker for every last language to verify. So You might just have to take my word for it. But now I can express my affection for you in so many different ways, so that you'll never get tired of hearing it. And you deserve that kind of effort, because you're worth it. And I love you. I love you, sweetheart. Min älskling. But yeah, I'm done with all of that now. And I'm all out of things to do without you. I'm lonely. I'm bored. I've been reduced to trying to make you in different types of food. I'm talking about things like baking cookies in the shape of your face, or making gummies that look like you, or doing latte art of you. I'll send you a picture. They actually all turned out really well. You can have them when you get home, by the way. But the point is, look how lonely I am without you. It's a tragedy. A tragedy, I tell you. One you could solve by simply quitting your job and letting me be the sole breadwinner for the two of us. But I know you must be suspicious of my offer as always. You must assume that I'm thinking, oh, I just want you to be financially dependent on me so you can never leave me. And to be fair, yeah, you've got a point there. That would be really swell. But I'm also offering it to take care of you. Because I love you. Du är hela min värld. I'd never abuse my financial control of you. Too much, anyway. I might demand an hour of cuddles every day before I grant you internet access. Or maybe I'll demand one forehead kiss for every 10 calories of food I give you. Okay, maybe I would abuse my power a little bit. But can you blame me though? You're just so precious. I just want to look at every single one of your atoms under a microscope so I can figure out just how you're so perfect. Gosh, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. Jag älskar dig. How was your day so far, by the way? I believe I didn't ask you about your day yet. I was just talking about mine. How could I be so self-centered? Are you alright? Is it too hot? Is it too cold? Do you need me to come over and bring you a sweater? Maybe some hot chocolate? How's the humidity? Is it too humid for you? Oh, I hope you're alright. Are you itching anywhere? Oh, if only I was there with you. I could itch your back and everywhere else. How are your coworkers? Are they nice to you? I hope they're nice. But not too nice, because you're mine, and I don't want them to get any ideas. I wrote my name all over you in invisible ink while you were sleeping. You're mine, 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 and they need to respect that. So I hope they're politely, but professionally nice to you. But not too nice, just a little bit. Also, how's your boss? Are they giving you too much work? I really hope they aren't, because that would be very dangerous for their health. I mean, my basement looks like an armory. I've got so many weapons I could arm an entire platoon. And for reference, a platoon is maybe 16 to 44 soldiers, or 9 to 100. It kind of depends. But the point is, I have a lot of weapons, and I know how to use them, so your boss really shouldn't be giving you a hard time. Otherwise, I'll have to resort to... Sorry. I know we talked about this with the therapist. I have to find peaceful solutions. Relatively peaceful. And, okay, the therapist just said peaceful, not relatively peaceful. That's just something I said. But still, I need to find more peaceful ways to solve my problems. Relatively peaceful. Because, violence should still be on the table if worse comes to worse. What am I saying? You never even told me that your boss was giving you a hard time. I guess I just worry about these things. My mind always wanders to the worst case scenario because I'm so anxious and paranoid and protective of you. I'm only so protective of you because you're so wonderful and I love you. I love you so much. Mitt guld. How's your lunch, by the way? You're eating the one I packed for you, right? I mean, I know I slipped you some lunch money, so you could buy lunch in case you forgot yours. But I would really rather you eat the one I made for you. I put so much care into it. I even got you the lunchbox with all the hearts over it, and it says, in a relationship. And that's to say nothing of the food itself. I made it with approximately 1 pound of love. That's 453 grams, by the way. So you've got 453 grams of love in there, just eagerly waiting for you to provide you with nutrients. And you can eat it guilt-free because although love tastes good, it doesn't have any calories. So it's the best flavoring. Only the best for you, darling. I love you. Du är verkligen min skatt. So that's why you should eat the lunch I made for you. So, are you eating it? Well, I guess you can't respond because you're busy chewing. But that's okay. I can just listen to the sound of you chewing a bit more closely and... Yeah, that does sound like you're eating the lunch I made for you. Oh, thank you so much, Sötnolf. It means the world to me. Sorry. I know it's a weird thing to be able to do. It's a weird skill to have, isn't it? To be able to roughly tell what someone is eating just by listening to them chewing. But when you've been listening to things as long and intensely as I have, you tend to develop some pretty sharp ears. It's easy to develop them when I'm always listening to you so attentively. I always get so anxious when you're on the phone with someone. What if you found someone else? But no, it just ends up being that you're calling to order a pizza or something. So maybe I shouldn't be so anxious when you're on the phone. I mean, you're on the phone right now, but that isn't making me anxious because you're on the phone with me. So that's an obvious exception. That's not what I meant. But you probably get what I mean, right? Of course you do. I'm overthinking things, aren't I? I always overthink things. I'm just making things more difficult than they have to be. And things don't have to be difficult with you. Because you're always so understanding. When I mess up, I don't have to be stressed. Because I know you won't blow things out of proportion. Like when I picked your lock for the 15th time or when I climbed through your window. You just never make a big deal out of things, and that's why I love you. One of the reasons, anyway. If I listed all of the reasons I have to love you, then we'd be here all day. And as much as I would love to talk to you forever and ever, your lunch break is going to end eventually, isn't it? Then you'll get back to work, and you won't be able to talk to me. Until you get off work, Anyways. Maybe I should wait outside of your workplace. That way I can pick you up after work and we can be together on the way home. But last time I waited outside your workplace, people acted like I was stalking you. Isn't that funny? Me stalking you? Just because I was waiting outside for a few hours, I haven't stalked you in... what has it been? 3 weeks? See? I'm completely reformed. Though, I suppose I do have that tracker on you. Is that a form of stalking? I don't think it counts. When I think of stalking, I think hiding in the bushes while I watch you go about your day and kick soda cans on the sidewalk, or whatever majestic things you're doing that day. I think I lost my train of thought there. Okay, found it again. I love you. That's my train of thought. That I love you. I love you. I can't wait for you to get home. But I suppose I should hang up soon and let you enjoy your lunch and then get back to work. Okay, I'll hang up now. Okay, maybe not now, but in just a few seconds. Okay, now. Wait, no, that was another false alarm. Can you blame me? I just don't want to hang up on you. This is torture. How can I hang up on you? Okay, I'm going to hang up now.